Hello Mavericks, I am Chandrasekhar Pahimam and today I have come in front of you with some magical pointers that are going to help you save some marks, especially in English exam. So there is no magic you get more marks because of some very simple things that we tend to overlook at times. So, without wasting time, let's start up. I'll ask you to grab a pen and be extra cautious when you look at these pointers and do follow them in your exams in order to get the best of its results. Let us take the first section first, reading section. That is the easiest part, the easiest section of the subject. However, we don't generally analyze the right procedure. Let's quickly talk about two important things to be taken care of while we are doing reading section. First, never copy exact sentences from the extract in your answers unless and until it is asked. Never copy. Modify the answer in your own words. That'll give you more marks. If it is asking you to extract a word or a phrase from that piece given in your question paper, then you have to do it. Second important thing, that is the procedure. What is the right procedure of doing reading section? First read the questions, then read the passage. Don't straight away start with reading the passage. Have a little idea about the passage. Then read the question. Spend some time with your question. All the questions are to be there in your head when you are reading the passage, so that in your first reading attempt only you will find 75% of the answers, and the remaining 25 would come in the second reading. Right? So take care. Highlight the important pointers, and that's done. The second aspect is writing. And when we talk about writing, writing is an art. I have made a video on how to master over the art of writing. You may check that. The link is given below. However, when we are talking about writing section, there are specific topics given. When we talk about 10th standard, there are two specific topics given. Letters, that's formal letters, and analytical paragraph, whatsoever. So if we are talking about writing, very important is the margin. That's your answer sheet. This is the left hand side margin which is already given there. I expect you all to make a right hand side margin as well in your answer sheets. That is compulsory. If in case you may not have some time at the end of drawing line in each and every page, you should at least use the width of the ruler on the right hand side of your answer sheet to fold at least that much part. A crease is visible. That will save you. So margin is an important thing. Obviously when we are writing, we are taking care of all the formats. The formats of all the writing pieces should be correct. And this margin part was something very important. Second important thing is highlighting the right part. If you are writing a letter, the subject should be highlighted. Another important thing, when you are writing the names of any poet or writer, or when you are talking about any character, you are writing a character sketch, or you are writing the names of places. I mean to say, if you are using a proper noun in your writing, you should remember that it starts with a capital letter. I know it sounds silly to talk about capital letters when we talk about 10th standard. Still, there are people. So I look on everybody equally, and I expect you to not make such silly mistakes. Okay? Coming back to the third aspect, that's grammar. That's the most crucial part. I have no pointers as such. However, write every thing in detail, don't take shortcuts. And take time. Think before you write. At times it happens, we see the question, we feel like, I know it. And it turns out to be something opposite. At the end we regret. But that would not help. So take your own time. Now let's move to the last part that we were talking, the literature part. See. Can you see this? Literature. Now while writing literature answers, points to be focused are the long answer type questions. People generally tend to begin and end in one paragraph. But it should be remembered that a long answer question is a multi-paragraph answer. It should have a multi-paragraph answer. So please take care of that. And as I've already talked about margin, right side, left side, both sides you have to have a margin. Okay, next important thing is the kind of problem that exists. I don't know why the students tend to make this mistake. The question paper has questions in a serial number, section wise. So you are supposed to write your answers section wise in a serial number. Don't mix sections. You may take any section you want to initiate your paper with. You may start with the fourth section literature, section C, whatsoever. But what you need to take care of is that you do the entire section at one place and then you go to the next section and it's done. I forgot to mention one thing, and that is a very, very important pointer when we talk about English as a language. Word limit. So please adhere to the word limit given. For 2 marks, it's 30 to 40 words, or as per the question says. So if it says a word limit is to be followed, you please follow, otherwise you will have deductions. So these are the small pointers that we don't tend to take care of, ultimately facing marks cutoff. I hope you liked the video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.